What is up, world? Uber Clown 6969 is in the house. It's going for another walk and talk. I was thinking I'd make this video, I guess, or recording, I should say, on AI art and my kind of thoughts on it. First off, I do use I think Midjourney and stuff, just to do a few. I've done a bunch actually. It's pretty cool stuff. Anyway, I think so my first thought is I think it's a good thing in the long run, because it's gonna allow the artist to get the idea out quicker, if that makes sense. All right, I feel like it's gonna be less. I don't know. I guess less transition or whatever from the idea to the physical part, right? So that way it's just gonna come out quicker. And then I think. Sorry. Just rambling. I'm trying to get my thoughts on right now. Right? I wouldn't really call it stealing or anything, because from what I heard and what I know, they just if you ask Midjourney or something to make a picture of a cat or something, right? Something simple. All it does is it really just it just takes the shape, I guess, or something of a cat. And then it's just oh, is this the correct thing? Is this, it's just, use it as a reference. But I don't think it, collages it or whatever. I don't think it just, throws all the kitten photos into one giant pile and then just pick one random one, right? I think it, makes its own unique thing, kind of. Which is cool. And I think it's gonna, I think artists and stuff, gonna help them, right? So okay, so I do use AI and art and stuff to generate new stuff, but then I also I do my own original stuff, and definitely could be better. I'll say that, right? But so if I finish one of mine, a side, just a side project or something, and I finish it, I'll put it in to the Midjourney AI thing, because you can upload your own images, right? So I'll use one of mine as a reference or whatever. Oh, this is kind of what I want it to look like. These are the colors and stuff, right? And then it's all right, this is a good idea. Take this. I'll add some the Midjourney will all right, this is a good idea. Take this. And then I'll add make it brighter, add more cool colors, add fucking all that stuff to it, make it more polished and stuff. And I think for me personally, I do think it helps with that, right? Because then it makes, right? I'm definitely not the best artist, right? There's a lot of improvement. I'll fucking say that. So when I use it, it helps me to make a better photo or something, right? And I don't see how that's quote unquote wrong or whatever, right? Not whatever. But then it's also so I making new monsters and stuff, right? And then so I'll plug in usually some text or something, and then it'll spit out, oh, this is all the words you use, this is the approximate thing of what it would look like. And they're not the best, because some of them fucked up hands, there's an extra fucking foot or something, right? Normal stuff. But there is also something to be said about those mistakes, because you can use that, I guess you can use it later for reference as okay, this is what I want it to look like, but just fix the legs, fix the hands, fix all that stuff, right? And once again, I think it's good. And there's also, I don't know, I feel like, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. So yeah, it's gonna allow the idea to, I guess, manifest quicker. It's gonna create, like good references and stuff that you can use for later and stuff, right? And then it's also, I think in the long run, it will help creators because it's, this is kind of jumbled. So it will make the idea quicker to manifest, right? So if it's a good idea, it's gonna kick ass, right? And then it also comes down to like individual artist perspectives, I guess, right? On, oh, I like this one more, like this photo more than that generated photo. I like these kind of things, right? And I think it will help everyone. There's some fear, I guess, because like I don't think artists are going to be replaced, but I think artists using AI will replace artists. And then I think, so first off, it's inevitable, right? Regardless of whether you use it or not, right? It's already here and it's already taken over. So I think the artist should just get on board. My personal opinion, I try to be an artist as much as I can. And then instead of like shunning other people who use it, I think more people should embrace it, because like you get cooler stuff at the end of the day, right? The audience, the internet, whatever you want to say, they get cooler stuff. They get more stuff. They get stuff that like, all right, let's say you have a good idea for like a monster or something, right? And you can't draw it correctly, right? Because there's always that like lag effect from the idea to the creation, right? You always lose something. And then I also want to be very clear, like AI is good, but it's not 100% accurate. There's still a lot of flaws. But it's just early adoption or whatever, right? So, you know, we're using like version 3 or whatever, right? Just wait till like version 7 or 10 or 100, right? It's just always going to be better, cooler, faster, stronger, all that stuff. But I don't know. I also have this weird thing where people who are like, oh, you should never use it. I always get this weird thing. It's like, okay, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like we as in everyone, or as it more like specifically to you can't use it, right? And I think, fuck it, right? If you want to use it, use it. I use it, go ahead. It's cool and it's fun. Anyway, and then there's also like there's that, and then there's like video and stuff, so you can like combine them and stuff. It's just gonna get crazier and crazier. And I don't think people should shy away from it or something, right? I think just embrace it, do your thing, let the art and the audience speak for itself and themselves and stuff, right? Just let the cool ideas rise to the top. So for instance, I had this cool idea of like a fire rose kind of thing inside a crystal, right? And like that it's a cool idea to me, right? I put it out there on like DeviantArt or whatever, and other, like a bunch of people liked it too, right? So I think in the end, I do think it will be a good thing. There might be a little trouble at the beginning, so to say, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be fun. I feel it's personal. At the end of the day, this is my opinion, right? If you want to be an OG artist and you're like, oh no, I don't use anything except like pen and paper and like paint and stuff, go ahead. right? I don't see why both can exist, right? But you gotta let other people do that, right? And then it's also like, okay, well, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that thought. But I think, yeah, like at the end of the day, it's, what is it saying? Money can buy many things, but it can't buy taste, right? So, like, even if you use it, there's no guarantee you're going to have a good idea or anything like that, right? Because once again, it comes down to the person, it comes down to the words they choose to use, it comes down, like, all of that stuff that you don't think it would matter. It does matter. And I feel like in the long run, it's going to be good, right? Obviously, there might be a few bumps and stuff at the beginning, but I do feel it's just going to, like, take off. Everyone's going to use it. Right? Then, like, okay, who owns that or whatever, right? Or can you even own that? Because that's where, like, the gray area kind of comes in, right? Do you own just, like, the words you use, the prompt that is generated, or the prompt that you choose, right? So let's say you put in a prompt, right? It generates, I don't know, like 4 different images or whatever, right? And then you choose one of them as like, oh, I like this one the best. Let's share it to the world and stuff, right? Do you own that? And then, like, what happens to the other 3? Do you, like, oh, that just gets recycled. Anyone can use it, right? So I think that stuff is definitely going to be a challenge and a little bit of a hurdle at the beginning, right? But I think, I don't know, in my personal opinion, I think that the image that is generated from the prompt, all images, should be owned from the person that put in the prompt, right? It's like, it's your idea, quote unquote, right? At the end of the day, it's your unique way of putting in those words that generated that idea. And then each person is going to have a unique, like wording or phrasing kind of thing that's specific to them, right? And then, so it gets a little, like, blurry and a little bit murky and stuff when you think about it, like, in the long run, or in the short run, I should say. But in the long run, I am absolutely for it, and I think more creators should use it, because then, like, it's just gonna get the idea out faster. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want your, like, idea creation, whatever, to be out in the world as quick as possible. And then that's also not to say about, like, physical art, because there's still, like, sculpting, painting, craftsmanship, stuff that only a unique set of hands can bring to the project, right? But yeah, I'm all for it. I think more people should be doing it. It's fun. I don't see really any harm in it. I do think the person who put in the prompt should own those images, and then they can do with it as they will, right? But I don't know. I 100% think it's going to be a good thing. I think more artists should be doing it, and I am 100% for it. All right, that is all for now. UberClown6969 out.